Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, it's 4:15 and you're coming out of the principal's office.
There was a fight.
You got in a fight?
No, there's a kid named Brett. Some guys were picking on him and it got heated pretty quick. I saw the whole thing and they wanted to ask me some questions.
Is Brett okay?
He got his head slammed into a locker and he went to the hospital.
I'm sorry that happened, son.
I'd rather not talk about it. Hey Dad, you got a minute?
Sure, what do you need?
I just got a text from one of Brett's friends. You want to see the picture?
I'd rather not. Is he out of the hospital?
Yeah. Why do people do cruel things like this?
Same reason we see death and suffering on the news every day. School shootings, genocide. People are cruel to each other all around the world.
Is it because of hatred?
Hatred is part of it, sure. But that's just part of a bigger problem. The issue you're addressing is evil. Why is there evil in this world?
Yeah, exactly. Why can't God just make evil disappear?
It's a good question. I've wrestled a lot with it myself. But what really helped me is remembering what I learned from the Bible. That there was a time when there was no evil. God created everything perfect. He even called it good. Once he made man, he called it very good. God made a perfect world, one without evil. But he gave man free will and a commandment. You remember what that commandment was?
Yeah, he said if they ate of the tree, they would die.
Correct. He said, don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or you will surely die. You asked, why can't God make evil disappear, or rather, why does he allow it? But we have to remember that we as humans chose to let it in. When you and I choose to disobey our Creator, and you know, we do sometimes. I'm ashamed to say it, but I do sometimes. When we do this, we let evil enter into our world. The Bible word for this is sin. That's why we see evil everywhere, even in your school.
Well, like I said earlier, why doesn't he just take it away?
Let's say you get a summer job. It's 5 days a week, 9 to 5. You decide that you're going to get there at 11, but still leave at 5. What do you think eventually is going to happen?
I'd get fired.
But what would happen if your boss decided to remove any consequences to your actions and just left you on staff? Would that be a good thing?
No,
Why not?
because I wouldn't learn from my mistakes, and it's not fair to the other employees.
Exactly. God honors our decisions. For every action, there is a reaction. We live in a fallen world, and part of living in this world is learning to deal with and take responsibility for our actions, both good and evil.
What do you mean by that?
Jesus said it like this. He said, from within, out of the heart of a man, come evil thoughts. Evil thoughts like sexual immorality, and theft, and murder, and all those evil choices. But Jesus puts the emphasis on within me and within you. We have to struggle with choices between good and evil every day. Not just out there, but in here.
No one can get away from it, can they?
Look, what you saw today was horrible, and yes, even evil. But what you saw was young men losing that battle with evil and taking it out on Brett. Another way you could look at this is the issue isn't so much God allowing evil. We are the ones who allow it, using the free will that God gave us and using it for evil.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. This world can be so tough.
You bet. That's why we need God. We can't do this on our own. We aren't strong enough. We need his instruction and strength to do good in a world that's full of evil. What you saw at school was a heart problem. Those young men weren't seeking the ways of God. They weren't imitating Christ. If you want to make a difference in this world, then we got to do what God called us to do and share the good news with others so that they might choose God and not the world.
Thanks, Dad. I don't think Brett will be at school tomorrow. Do you think we could go check on him?
You bet. I think that's a great idea.